Hey everybody, I thought I'd just do a quick video. I'm rebuilding a sensor housing I had for just a temperature humidity sensor. Um, it actually right outside my workshop window. I stake it in the ground, it's in the shade, so it works pretty good. But shared a plan for this a few years back. It's made out of 1/8" plywood, and the stake is rotted away, and thought I'd rebuild it out of this polycarbonate sheet I had. It's 0.093 inches, so it's pretty close to the same size. I've just adjusted my plan slightly, and I'm going to rebuild it. And it's a wired sensor that just goes to my Raspberry Pi that I have on the wall here. Alright, so I have my pieces cut out here. A side note about this sensor here. The humidity function stopped working after it was out for a couple months, but the temperature has worked steadily and effectively for a couple of years now out in the elements, even broken off, tipped over, and laying in the snow, but just kind of surprising. So anyway, this is it cut out. Just want to do a quick dry fit here, make sure that the pieces fit together. Obviously it's a bit tight, but once we take off the protective layers it won't be quite as tight. That's our little housing. Basically the idea is just to allow airflow around the sensor while keeping it from the direct rain and elements getting wet and saturated all the time. So just looking at the original one here, you can see that obviously I left it open so air can get through. We got a little air gap there, and we got an air gap in the back. Because you want airflow through here to get the accurate reading for temperature. Obviously, if it's in shade, it isn't going to matter that it's going to be transparent with the new acrylic one here. I mean polycarbonate. In theory, this would work on here just as well. Like so. And I could stick with the wood on top. But I did the whole thing. Alright, so I got everything cleaned up, cut out here. I'm going to try and weld together with acetone. So ideally, if I can get this right, not too much runs everywhere. So I'm going to use a little paintbrush. Obviously it can't be a plastic tip or it'd melt too. Just try and do this. We'll see how it goes. It's not the, geez, it runs everywhere, damn it. Just slide that in, hold it for a few seconds. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's try it this way. Do it this way. See if that'll work. It doesn't run everywhere. Well, I suppose I could just use some glue. I tried using acetone, that hasn't worked out very well. Just kind of wrecked up my plastic a little bit. Usually that is how I bond things together like this, but doing it on camera just isn't working out. So I'm going to use some glue instead. Got this rapid fuse stuff, works quite well. It's a little messy too, but It's like super glue, but it's supposed to be water resistant. So we'll hold that together for a bit. There it is. I'll just let that dry for a bit. See how I messed it up with the acetone? That would have came out looking pretty good if that didn't happen. Alright, so that's our new little hood. So just went up one size. Seems to hold nicely. Alright, we'll just put another tie wrap around there. Hood goes on like that. There's my temperature sensor. Protect it from most of the weather.